All right, so this is how the car looks right now. All stock body, lowering springs, sway bars, GTS wheels, solid separating bushing, you know, all this stuff to get it low and looking good and tight and driving right. But it's time to up this image a little bit, make it a little more fierce looking. So we're gonna pull it in, we're gonna put the body kit on it, diffuser, side skirts, front lip. Not totally sure I like the front lip that I have, but we'll find out. We'll put it on, we'll see how it looks, and we'll just roll with it. If we don't like it, we'll get something else. Let's get her in there. All right, guys, so kind of up and didn't finish filming putting the side skirts on. I had to put the car actually down on jack stands and lay under the car and get them on. They're just held on with their little, like, I don't know, 5mm screws or whatever they are that they supplied with the side skirts. They actually fit really good, look really good. I don't think the lighting in here does it justice. Let me take the car up. About to take the wheels off and add some wheel studs like this guy right here on all wheels. Brand new wheel studs all the way around, and get rid of these lug nuts. And then also I have a slightly bigger wheel spacer for the front to just try and help fill up that wheel gap. And then I did install off camera a oil cooler. The old oil cooler is sitting right here. So I installed a new CSF oil cooler. You guys can kind of see it in there, all shiny. Let me grab a light. So you guys can see it up here. Nice new CSF 8025. Much bigger oil cooler. Good for road racing and stuff. Probably one of the, you know, first upgrades or best upgrades that you should do. Really easy to do. There's one bolt on the driver's side right there. Hit it from the front side, and two on this side that you can also do. Let me show you guys. You can do with a tool like this, a T45 and a flex head ratchet. Stick it up in there, and you can hook the bolt and you know, just ratchet it. You guys see it ratcheting. So just like that, you know, get it up in there. I don't know if you guys can see it, literally just up in there, and hook the bolts and ratchet them out. Real easy. Same way, in and out, you know, drop it down and then take your lines off. This diffuser looks pretty sweet underneath. All mounts in factory location. Back here on the diff. And then, you know, bolts together. Mounts right here on these two bolts. Through the chassis. You guys can see back where the bumper supports are. I'm gonna put a carbon diffuser, a little small one in there to fill that up, make it a little cleaner. Factory holes right here on the outside, really nice. Yeah, you know, side skirts are, and they notch around the pads real nice, you know, bolted in right there. You guys can see all factory holes were drilled. They gave you the holes supplied, so super easy to install. Yeah, let's move on to these wheel spacers. All right, so I had some 15mm ECS spacers on the front of this car. We are trading them out for some 17.5s, just get a little bit more fitment. In the rear, I'm keeping the 15mm spacers that I had on. This is one stud that I used to replace a broken bolt, but we are replacing those studs all the way around, bolts all the way around, I should say. Here they are, extended ones for studs and nuts, much better. These are hardened nuts and studs, all from Turner. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get those on there. Also, I am gonna do a brake flush real quick, so you guys are also gonna get a quick little time lapse of me doing a brake flush. My buddy is gonna come by and do a brake flush. I also keep forgetting I need to get a brake sensor for this side because I forgot to put it back in when I did the subframe last time, so yeah. But anyways, we'll get that fixed later on. Okay, so real quickly, you guys can see this is stud. These are bolts. This is what I'm getting rid of, is all these bolts for studs and nuts. which are in this bag. Got a bunch of studs, nuts, all hardened from Turner. Keeping the 15 mil spacers I had on the rear. There are actually some 20s that I had machined down to like 16 or something. Got to take that stud out. That was to replace one of the bolts that broke. Just don't like bolts. Bolts suck. Studs are much better. 17.5 mil spacers going on the front. Taking the 15 mil spacers off. Yeah, should look a little better. And then gonna do a quick brake flush, and yeah, we're gonna put her back together. So I've done 3 out of 4 sides. I'm gonna have my buddy Jeremiah hold the camera and let you guys see what I did. All right, hold it, come on. We're gonna take these nice new studs we got right here. Just get the studs, get up close. Gonna put a little bit on each one. Ooh, that was a lot of it. Not that much, but just a little dabo. We're gonna torque these to 25 foot-pounds once we get them all in. So a little heavy on the Loctite. But better to have these things stay in than not stay in. So I literally just pulled that one out that you guys saw, and it was a little bit loose. Gotta run these down with the ratchet. I have the e-brake on, and my torque wrench set to 25 foot-pounds. I don't know if you guys can see that. Probably really hard. Yeah, but yeah, it's set to 25 foot-pounds. You can probably go as high as 30. It's 25 or 24 is recommended on these, so that's what I'm going with. I know a lot of people or studs recommend 30. A lot recommend 25. Kind of up to your discrepancy. 25 feels really good for these. I feel like if I start going much more, you run the risk of maybe stripping the head on the bolts. Just go around and double check that they're all good. All right, good. Now we're going to put a little anti-seize on the studs and throw the wheels back on. After we do a brake flush, actually, because this guy's here to help me do a brake flush real quick. Put some good brake fluid in this thing. Got some Motul brake fluid for this thing, so should be good. All right, so I got some fresh anti-seize on all the studs all the way around. Got all these fresh nuts and my new spacers. Gonna throw them on, throw the wheels back on. Just finished the brake flush. Gotta put all the little nipples back on before I put the wheels on. This is the fluid that I used right now. Super DOT Pentosyn. Yeah.
If you like this video, be sure to check out the next one. And if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe and like the video. It helps a lot. Thanks, and see you in the next one.